Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions, and today we are back with one of my favorite bands, and that band is Rush. We are doing the song Freewill. That song came off Permanent Waves, one of my favorite records by Rush, and these are all kind of pulled from this Exit Stage Left video that came out I don't know when it came out, but it was filmed in 1981, live in Montreal. So that record was really important. Permanent Waves is a huge record for me, but with that said, Freewill is my second least favorite song on it. The first, as far as my least favorite, would be Spirit of the Radio. Now, with that said, Permanent Waves is one of my favorite Rush records. It's kind of this great culmination of all those great progressive elements, great songwriting, great playing, great, it's just an incredible record. But the only song I would probably skip on it is Spirit of the Radio if I were listening to it today. And I do listen to it quite a bit. So with all that said, let's check out Freewill live in 1981. And let me know your favorite song off of Exit Stage Left, or any song, or what you think of Permanent Waves. I'd love to hear it. So here we go.
Stars on tonight, oh, the gods on the line. Rain is better to give than receive.
So I was going to quickly mention Alex's guitars. There he is using the 335 that he had been using, I think, probably through Farewell to Kings, maybe, along with the double neck and all of that. But what's cool about this kind of video of the show is he's using kind of that first kind of super Strat. I forget who made that. It might have just been a Strat with two humbuckers. I can't remember exactly. And then the Howard Roberts. I love that guitar. Always great to see that. And then the 335. And this song, you can tell, is the song that kind of bridges between like Hemispheres and then what would become Moving Pictures. Just the songwriting style, you can hear Moving Pictures. Like if this was on Moving Pictures, it would make total sense. So
You can choose a ready guidance on celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.
I also can never get over how incredible the Rick sounds and his playing. It's all in the playing, but you hear like Chris Squire and him, and that Rickenbacker sound is so identifiable, at least to me as a non-bass player. But as a music lover, it's just so punchy and incredible.
There are those who think that they've been dealt a losing hand. The cards were stacked against them. They were born in low despair. All preordained, a prisoner in chains, a victim of an enormous fate. celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.
So there we have it, Free Will, an incredible song that I think I love today more than I did before. So I had some quick questions for you if you're a fan of the band and know stuff about, like Geddy's Rickenbacker. His technique on that, we see him playing a lot. There's a lot of movement in his bass playing, specifically on this song, and many others, but this one, as we just watched it, lots of great playing. And I just noticed on the Rickenbacker that that metal cover that would be over the pickup near the bridge is gone, which I never got what that thing is unless it was some kind of mute. Because if I remember right, the Rickenbacker bass had this kind of foam thing that you would advance to kind of mute the strings. It was pretty common, I think, with a lot of basses from like the 60s or late 60s to have this kind of James Jamerson kind of tone, or like you could do it that way. And there seemed to be a lot of things that used foam to kind of raise up, or maybe it's plastic or something, I don't know, that would mute the strings to kind of get that kind of muted effect. And even wrapped strings, where they would take, well, I think flat wounds replace them, but they would take a round wound and wrap it with like felt tape or something, and it would kind of give you that sound too. So it'd take all the brightness away, which is, if you just have the strings on long enough, you could do that as well. So anyway, lots of questions, but the second one is, did Alex use the 335 on the entire record of Permanent Waves? I'm trying to remember clearly if those videos of them in Quebec or wherever that was, where they're in that studio and they're playing songs, that might have been for Moving Pictures, but he's playing the 335 in that as well. But the song Different Strings off of Permanent Waves has it's one of my favorite Alex solos of all time. And it's basically just this super aggressive bar stuff, like deep deep, not Floyd Rose deep, but really aggressive bar usage. And I think if he did that on a 335, it would be pretty hard to keep it in tune. So, anyway, if you know any of those details, I'd love to hear them in the comments. I am Brian. Thanks for watching. See you soon.